What do you do when the God who gave you a promise asks you to surrender it? Before there was Israel, before the law, there was one man who chose to believe God. His name was Abraham, the father of faith. Through him, God promised to raise a nation, and through that nation, the Savior would come. But one day, the God who made the promise tested the very faith he had built. Take your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and offer him as a sacrifice. Those words must have pierced Abraham's heart. Isaac wasn't just a child, he was the fulfillment of every prophecy, every hope. Yet Abraham rose early the next morning and obeyed. Faith moves at the sound of God's voice, even when it doesn't make sense. 3 days of silence, 3 days of wondering how promise and obedience could ever meet. Each step up that mountain was a step deeper into surrender. The mountain ahead wasn't just Moriah, it was the altar of trust. Isaac finally broke the silence.
Father, the fire and the wood are here, but where is the lamb for the sacrifice?
A storm raged inside Abraham's heart, but his reply carried the voice of prophecy.
My son, God himself will provide the lamb.
Faith speaks what heaven has already planned. The mountain was still. No crowds, no witnesses, just a father, a son, and a test echoing through eternity. Abraham built the altar with trembling hands, each stone laid with tears no one saw. Then he laid Isaac, the promise, on the wood. He lifted the knife, not in anger, but in surrender. He wasn't offering death, he was offering trust. Suddenly, a voice broke through the silence. Abraham, Abraham, do not lay your hand on the boy. And there, caught in the thicket, was a ram. Provision had been waiting all along. It was never about losing Isaac. It was about revealing God as Jehovah Jireh, the Lord who provides. That day was a rehearsal for redemption. For generations later, another father would walk the same road. He too would carry his only son up a mountain. But this time, no voice would cry, "Stop." Jesus became the lamb that God himself provided. The altar of Abraham pointed to the cross of Christ. This is why Abraham is called the father of faith. He believed God when nothing made sense. And through that faith, a covenant of blessing was released. Because one man obeyed, generations could walk in promise. What if the thing God is asking you to surrender is the very thing he wants to multiply? The test isn't meant to break you, it's meant to reveal your heart. Abraham walked up the mountain with a sacrifice, but walked down with a revelation. Jehovah Jireh still provides. If this story stirred your faith, type Jehovah Jireh in the comments. Follow for more Bible stories that remind the world that God still provides, still redeems, and still fulfills his promises.